G'day. I've had a couple of requests lately for a deeper dive into my V-One S collection. I'm going to open up the cupboard and talk about some of my V-One S Kyosho masterpieces. V-One S wise, I've got a few in here. I've got a brand new one in the box just up there, the Corvette. I haven't even started on that yet, and I'll probably do a time lapse when I assemble that. At least one of these is going to be converted into a running car. Then of course there's the mighty Astra, and last of all the converted electric, which has featured in many of my videos. Anyway, I'll get these all out onto the bench. How's this for a lineup? We've got the mighty Astra, followed by the insane XY GTHO. I've got a rolling chassis number 1, rolling chassis number 2, and over here, this is what one of these cars is going to become, Toyota Celica. Alright, let's start with the XY. This XY recently featured in a video where I launched it into the air at about 100 kilometers an hour. It's also featured in several other videos where I've bashed it and crashed it. You can see there I've got pretty high gear ratio there, and that's good for about 100 kilometers an hour, and honestly this car doesn't need to be any faster. In fact, at 100 k's an hour I think it's already too fast. Currently she's broken. In terms of modifications, the main one clearly is that brushless electric motor and that huge 3S battery on top, which is way too high and gives this thing a very high center of gravity, always wants to tip over. This thing has the speed and handling pretty much of what an XY GT Falcon would have had in real life. Rubbish handling and an incredible amount of acceleration. You can see I've reinforced this chassis with a steel plate coming right from the front to the rear there, and the reason for this is I've found this chassis to be a little bit too soft. The top plate here is only plastic. The aluminium chassis on the bottom, while it's good, it certainly wasn't stiff enough to handle the abuse that I've been giving it. Further work to be done. I'm actually planning to re-engineer this whole thing, see if I can get a 3S battery to sit a little bit lower somewhere. I'm thinking maybe in between the wheels here and on the right side over here perhaps. So there's definitely more work to come, I would say. Quite likely plenty more crashes. One thing I really like about this model is I installed these light kits with a relay. I really like the little lights lighting up. This was a bright business idea I had, where I was going to buy all of the separate pieces needed. I was going to develop them into kits and sell them on eBay. I listed them a couple of times, zero interest. Kits come with a relay and all that sort of stuff as well. I've actually got them in the drawer down here. There's the little kits that I was thinking I was going to sell. There's a little relay there that connects to channel 3 or 4. All the bezels you need, the LEDs that you need to make this go, tie wraps and little tie wrap holders. Anyway, I've got dozens of those little kits set up ready to sell. Can't get any hits on eBay, but hey, if you are interested in one of those kits, stick a comment there. I'll link you to an eBay thing and I'll do a special one just for you. One thing I've learned about the Kyosho V-One S by doing this conversion and creating such a high speed and unstable Falcon is that the V-One S platform is an excellent platform. It can take a real hiding. It can travel fast, much faster than what the original Nitro version of this car would ever have dreamed of reaching. Talking about original Nitro V-One S cars, look no further. This is my Astra. I bought this brand new and built this out of the kit, and really like this car. Disappointed in the poor paint job results that I got. Didn't know what I was doing. So keep posted for an update on this car when I get around to repainting this body. This one here is exactly as Kyosho intended it. It's got the original GS15 or whatever it is, standard driveline. I've driven it once and then put on the shelf. As you can see, really nice kit. The V-One S has a lot going for it. You've got full adjustability of the suspension. Just a lovely car. With this front suspension, you can actually get a hex wrench straight down into these holes, and you can adjust the height of the suspension where it bottoms out. And this one is set up as per the instructions. And look at that. You can see that foam bumper bar. It hasn't even been crashed once. I bet you my GT Falcon wishes it could have the life that this one has. Lastly, I've got my two rolling chassis. This one here on the left, I smashed the top plate on my GT Falcon in a crash. I harvested the good one out of this car. It's only temporary though, because that GT Falcon is about to go into a rework. I'm looking to change the entire setup here. So I'll probably be making a customized top plate. So aluminium chassis, you know, it's got a couple of weak points here. It's a definite stress riser having those two holes here, and all of that front suspension hanging off that one piece of aluminium. So it's no surprise that this is bent right there. But I can reverse engineer that chassis and make a new one. I'm thinking carbon fibre. I haven't done a carbon fibre chassis before. I've done a titanium chassis. Titanium's really good. Carbon fibre, that's going to be something else. Lastly, my rolling chassis here. This car's not perfect. It's been driven a few times. It's definitely hit a few things, I reckon. Anyway, this one I'm going to be turning into a Toyota Celica. So here's my Celica body that I'm going to be installing on this one. This could be an opportunity to reach out to the audience and say, hey, what would you like to see this Celica do? Would you like it to be nitro, or would you like it to be electric? I'm easy. I'll stick a poll up with this video, and you can vote. I'll respond to what the audience wants. Alright, so there it is. V-One-S's back in the cupboard. Made this video especially for those people that were asking to see more of the V-One-S. Those people might only be one person, but anyway, you put a request up, I'll respond. I enjoyed making this video for you. I hope you enjoy watching it. Please continue to reach out with your questions. Until next time, see you later.